The next technique that we're going to tackle is factoring perfect square trinomials. But before we can do that, we must be able to recognize if a trinomial is considered as perfect square trinomial. So let's start by determining if the following trinomials are considered as perfect square trinomial. Let's look at number 1. The technique is find the square root of the first term. The square root of x squared is x. The square root of 49 is 7. If you multiply x times 7, that is 7x. And then if you multiply that by 2, that will be 14x. And if the result is in the middle term, then it is a perfect square trinomial. Okay. Number 2. The square root of x squared is x. Square root of 25 is 5. So x times 5, let's multiply this by 2. This is 10x. And we can see it in the middle term. So this is a perfect square trinomial. So the second term can be positive or negative. Number 3. We have here a 3 which is not a perfect square. The same with 8. So right away we can tell that this is not a perfect square trinomial. Number 4. For x squared, the square root is 2x. The square root of 9 is 3. 2x times 3 is 6x. Times 2, that's 12x, which is the middle term. So this is a perfect square trinomial. Number 5. Square root of 9x squared is 3x. Square root of 4 is 2. 3x times 2, 6x, times 2, 12x. Correct. So, another perfect square trinomial. Number 6. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of 64 is 8. X times 8, 8x times 2, 16x. But we have here 26. So, therefore, this is not a perfect square trinomial. Number 7. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of 81 is 9. X times 9 times 2, that's 18x. Correct. Number 8. Square root of 9x squared is, square root of 9 is 3, then x. 3x. Square root of 1 is 1. Okay, 3x times 1 times 2, that is 6x. Correct. How about number 9 and number 10? Think about it. So we are now ready to factor perfect square trinomials. Now, each of the following is already given as perfect square trinomial. But if you are not sure, or if it is not stated that it is a perfect square trinomial, then you have to determine if it is a perfect square trinomial based on what has been explained earlier. Now, these are given as perfect square trinomials, so how do we do this? We just get the square roots. The square root of x squared is x. The square root of 81 is 9. The middle term has a negative sign. You copy that. Then just enclose this in parentheses. So, ayan. Now, if you are curious, you can check this. You can check this and go on and multiply. So, let's do it for the first one. Let's check the first one. Let's say x minus 9 is squared. Of course, you can do it by using special products, but if you have not mastered the special products, then let's do it the other way, the FOIL method. So, x minus 9 times x minus 9. So, let's do it FOIL method. X times x is x squared. Outer, x times 9 is negative 9x. Inner, negative 9 times x is negative 9x. Then last terms, we have negative 9 times negative 9 is positive 81. And then we combine negative 9x minus 9x. So this is x squared minus 18x plus 81, which is the given trinomial. Okay? So let's proceed with number 2. So the checking for number 2, I will leave the checking for number 2 onwards to you. So again, the square root of x squared is x. The square root of 36 is 6. Minus sign, so minus. Then squared. Number 3, square root of 4x squared is 2x. Square root of 9 is 3. Then, okay, minus. We just copy the minus sign of the middle term and then put square. Okay, so you can recheck. Still, you can recheck. So let's recheck number 3. 2x squared is 4x squared. 2 times 2x is 4x times 3, 12x, negative. And then 3 squared is 9. So I used special products. Okay. Number 4. Square root of 25 is 5. X squared, x. Square root of 4 is 2. Plus, okay, plus. Then square. Number 5. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of 49 is 7. Plus sign, so plus quantity squared. Easy, right? It will be easy because it was given that they are perfect square trinomials. Okay. Number 6. 9x squared, square root of 9, 3. Then x squared, x. Square root of 4, 2. Minus sign, copy minus sign, then square. So of course, number 7 and number 8 will be for you.